Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. It is a beautiful day in New York City and we're in the famous art neighborhood of Chelsea. In fact, there are so many shows to see today that I'm going to release this video in two parts, so keep an eye out for part two. The first stop of the day is going to be Tanya Bonakdar Gallery to see an exhibit of works by Thomas Scheibitz, a German artist who is currently based in Berlin. Fun fact, Scheibitz represented Germany at the 51st Venice Biennale along with Tino Segal in 2005. I think Scheibitz has a really interesting visual language that's pretty unique. You can't quite put a finger on it. There are elements of graphic design, pop culture, and classical art in these bold colors with fragmented forms and geometric structures. Scheibitz's inspiration comes from various elements of architecture like arches, columns, and blueprints, as well as letter forms or graphic design elements. The exhibit is titled Argos Eyes, which is a reference to Argos, or Argos Panoptes, who was a giant in Greek mythology, known for having 100 eyes, symbolizing watchfulness, vigilance, and unblinking perception. Argos eyes for Scheibitz are the observers of events and circumstances, that which we see directly or indirectly via things like technological devices, lenses, and screens. And it's through our eyes that images make their way into our subconscious and we process them. To Scheibitz, his art is meant to represent that process of image, transforming symbols like eyes, cubes, droplets, and pyramids into an abstracted form that highlights different perspectives. The exhibition continues upstairs, featuring a smaller series of works. In the center of this room, you can see there's a table resembling almost a workshop or a workspace, and it's filled with a variety of things such as models, stencils, and other tools that represent things often found in Scheibitz's studio. It's kind of like a little conceptual look behind the scenes at his inspiration. continuing with that theme of kind of looking behind the scenes at Scheibitz's process, these smaller works in this room almost represent studies of the larger work downstairs to me. Our next stop is going to be Matthew Mark's gallery to see a two-part exhibit by Laura Owens that takes over two of the gallery spaces. This is Owens' first exhibit in New York in 8 years, and it does not disappoint. If you're not familiar with Laura Owens, she's an LA-based artist known for her innovative, genre-blurring approach to painting that combines traditional techniques with digital manipulation, printmaking, and elements of installation. Her work often challenges the boundaries of the canvas, incorporating layered textures, whimsical imagery, and art historical references to create, as you can see, these immersive, visually complex environments. Her inspirations include, but are not limited to, art history, decorative arts and craft traditions, as well as mass media and personal anecdotes. She has a very labor-intensive process that she's invented. Quote, a single pane may have over 150 layers of hand-printed silkscreen, on top of which Owens then paints further. Another thing that I love about these works is that it feels like you're in a fun house where doors come out of nowhere. It's almost unclear where the entrance and the exit is. I definitely tried to walk into a space that was not meant to be a door, but it does make it truly immersive. The exhibit continues in Matthew Mark's second gallery space, kicking off with a number of handmade books. And in the back of the gallery space is another inconspicuous door that leads to another fully immersive room. This one, in my opinion, is more intimate than the other two that we just saw. I love the details of things like the curved molding that looks like it's been painted on, as well as just all of the textures on the wall. You could honestly spend all day in here and still discover new things. We're now going to head over to Hauser and Wirth Gallery to see two shows. The first is by Camille Henrot. Henrot is a French contemporary artist known for her interdisciplinary work that blends drawing, sculpture, video, and installation. Her art often explores themes of knowledge systems, emotional complexity, and the human condition through poetic and sometimes absurd juxtapositions. She gained international recognition for her 2013 video piece Grosse Fatigue, which won the Silver Lion at the Venice Biennale. It presents an ambitious narrative of the creation of the universe through a montage of internet windows and spoken word. This exhibit is titled A Number of Things, and it's Henrot's first major exhibition with the gallery in New York City. And it features a number of series that show how human behavior is unpredictable and often shifts between following rules and breaking them. It highlights that there is no clear, consistent way that we act. Sometimes we stick to the rules, and other times we stray away from them. I also want to call out this unique site-specific flooring that was conceived and designed by Henrot in collaboration with the New York architecture firm Charlap Hyman and Herrero. This large bronze sculpture that you see on the left is new. It's from her 2024 Abacus series, shown with some other smaller pieces, and these explore how creative ideas and play can often clash with the, quote, learned impulse to search out patterns and impose order. The paintings in the show are a part of Henrot's ongoing Do's and Don'ts series, which started in 2021. The paintings combine, quote, printmaking, painting, and collage techniques with excerpts from etiquette books and computer desktop screenshots to serve as layers for play with color, gesture, and texture. The overall theme of these works is behavioral conditioning and the idea of etiquette as it relates to society at large. Overall, the show addresses the challenge of learning and growing as an individual within a society that has sometimes conflicting rules and expectations about how one should do that. Upstairs is an exhibit by the British artist Catherine Goodman. We saw a fantastic exhibit of her works together at Hauser and Wirth in downtown LA during Freeze LA last year. I will be sure to leave that video linked above and below if you want to check that out. The show is titled Silent Music, and it features a series of new large-scale paintings featuring her signature expressive brushwork. And the works are inspired by portraits and landscapes that are significant to Goodman. She is very inspired by works from the Old Masters, from the National Gallery in London. And like all good expressionist and impressionist painters, Goodman captures the feeling of experiencing these works in her paintings rather than a realistic recreation. So through this reinterpretation, she's sharing her own emotional emotional and energetic response, in turn creating something completely new and beautiful. The final exhibit that we're going to see in this video is at Marianne Boesky Gallery. This is an exhibit by Serge Alain Nitegeka. Nitegeka is an artist based in Johannesburg, South Africa, and he's best known for his bold, large-scale installations and abstract paintings that explore themes of migration, displacement, and identity. So drawing on his own experience as a refugee, Nitegeka creates dynamic works that use black industrial materials and geometric forms, often transforming space to reflect the tensions of forced movement and adaptation. The show is titled Configurations in Black, and it features a series of new paintings and sculptures. The paintings feature abstract landscapes in a vibrant but semi-limited color palette of dark gray, bright orange, yellow, and teal. The neon orange shade is inspired by the life vest commonly worn by migrants and refugees crossing the Mediterranean Sea en route to Europe. And these represent individuals who balance the risk of a treacherous journey for the potential of safety. In stark contrast to the bright colors, there are silhouetted figures which are taken from the artist's 2012 film Black Subjects. Many of the figures are carrying parcels on their backs and shoulders, representing the, quote, personal effects and psychological burdens that migrants carry along their journeys. The gallery states that, quote, Configurations in Black offers a stark reminder that migration is a journey begun but perhaps never ended, that the foreigner lives perhaps within, and that the burdens, psychological and physical, remain with us as the journey continues. And that's all for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Keep an eye out for part 2, where we're going to see exhibits from Vanessa German, Robert Nava, Julian Opie, Andre Butzer, and more.